Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do when I'm drinking my post-workout drink? I like to look at some baseball cards. This is the best post-workout drink you could have. Oh, used to love to get the Yoo-Hoos when I was a little kid. Man, I thought I died and went to heaven the first time I tasted one of those. All right, guys, on my last video, I showed you a bunch of junk wax era cards. Told you I don't like that term. And I thought we should all collectively come up with a new, better term for that era. Because you know, junk wax is only coined by people who lost money or investors, not collectors. Us collectors like those cards. So, you know, my man JP Wisco, all the way from Japan, you know, he came up with the term wax craze era. The wax craze era. Not bad. And in Iconic Baseball, he did a video and he commented and he said the high pop wax era. What do you guys think? I think we should collectively come up with a better term, because I never use the term junk to describe baseball cards. I was telling you how I was putting new holders in. I thought you might get a kick out of seeing these old yellow holders. These are from the 80s or 90s. I don't think they're later than 1990. I had 1990 cards in them. Look how they're all yellowed. Had to take some time and get those in new holders. I'm gonna start off with a little pet peeve. Every once in a while I have one of those. I ordered some 8x10 Ultra Pro top loaders. And of course, these things are crystal clear, right? Well, I got these in the mail and they're purple. They're freaking purple. And, you know, when they darken and distort the image. So even, you know, I put things in here. So it's not just like they look purple and they're crystal clear when you use them. They're purple. I think that's false advertising. I never even saw Ultra Pro sell purple top loaders. So I think somebody is showing a picture of Ultra Pro and sending you some cheaper stuff from China. All right, guys. I first want to send a special thank you to Jeremy Moore. I interact with him on Facebook, and he sent me a care package, and I did not have these. I don't even think I knew these existed. These are 1954 U.S. Navy Victories cards. I don't have very many non-sports sets. Well, I have a few from back in the day. But he sent me these bad boys. Some vintage non-sport cards. Jeremy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was at Walgreens, and if you don't shop there, you really should, because I loaded up on their stock. I have a lot of it. They've raised their dividend every year for like 47 straight years. Stock's so undervalued. Their new CEO came from Starbucks. I think she was the COO over there. And she did real well for me over there, because I bought Starbucks stock when it was $7 during the recession. That was a nice little investment. Now she's running Walgreens and they're doing all kind of things. So anyway, I was at the Walgreens store and I came across one of these. Did you ever see one of these? It's a little mini card album. Now I got to figure out what to put in it, because, you know, I used to do this when I was little. I am like, man, I am just a sucker for, you know, I love to curate my collection. And if I have a little set, it's not really worth much, you know, maybe a team set, maybe a team that won the World Series and I want a team set or something like that. I used to put them in albums, and every year I would get these mini albums, and I'd keep like Steeler team sets and Pirate team sets, and I still have those. So I have to figure out what to do with this, because when I find little baseball card items, I just, man, I just pick them up sometimes and figure out what to do with them afterwards. All right, I have some nice cards I want to show you. This one, and I can't believe I didn't have it. I might have it, I haven't looked, but just looking at it, I know I don't have it. And that's the 1973 Dave Johnson card. And man, is it a cool card. And I honestly don't remember ever seeing this card before. So as soon as I saw it, I felt like I had to have one. Now, Dave Johnson, I mentioned in another video, and I was unclear on it, so I will clear it up. He was part of the only team to have 3 players on the same team hit 40 or more home runs. And it was 1973 with the Braves. He, Hank Aaron, and Darrell Evans. They all hit 40 or more. And that year, of course, Hank Aaron finished 1 shy of Babe Ruth's record. But a beautiful card. And I got a special one here. This is a 1910 Sporting Life Hans Lobert. Now, like Johannes Wagner there, it was common to call people with that first name, Germans with that first name, Hans. Now, he was Johannes Wagner's neighbor and teammate when he came up with the Pirates in 1903. And Johannes Wagner named him Hannes number 2. At the time, he was probably the fastest player in Major League Baseball. He once raced a racehorse around the bases. Finished his career with 316 stolen bases. And he was the first Reds player. He played for several different teams, but he was the first Reds player to steal second, third, and home consecutively. What a beautiful card. And I'm willing to bet, if I know my vintage guys, my vintage viewers, some of you are already on eBay looking for one of his cards. I got this great Bobby Hall 1971-72 autograph card. Doesn't get much better than this. And because I'm stupid, I knew at one time I needed this card, and I just always put it off because it was a bit pricey, I always thought, at the time, but maybe not pricey for now. But I always needed this card for my set. It was the last big card I needed for the set, and that's a Dennis Rodman rookie. But I discovered that I actually had already acquired one. But that's okay. This is a sharper one than the one I had. Dennis Rodman, what a rebounder. And I had to get a Michael Harris since he won the Rookie of the Year. And I showed you guys this Credentials Sidney Crosby. And I got this one from 2019-20. I don't know why. I just love these Credential cards. And somebody sent me this card in with another card. He was delayed in shipping. He told me he'd throw something in there. And this is 2019 Rui Hachimura. And I'm not familiar with him. I guess he's a Japanese basketball player. From Japan, I should say. But a nice rookie card there. I have, I get these things in the mail sometimes, and I decided, I started to, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to get the 8x10s. I wanted to kind of, when I can, when it's a single card or something, as a keepsake, put it with the letters that I receive and what the card is. So I've been putting some of these together, and then if it's, a stack of cards or something, I'll just keep the letter like this. But I started to have a whole collection. Here's my man, Ground Chuck. because I like to look back, you know, and remember who gave me what. So I started to put these pieces together, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, just going back through them as I was putting them together, because I have a whole box of letters and cards from other YouTubers, that kind of thing, and it's fun. Now, I got this great piece. I had to get it when I saw my man Lou Rock with one. So he and I collect the 1968 Topps posters. And he snaked an Orlando Cepeda from me. Just kidding, I snaked it from him. And what happened was, he sent it to me. He sent me the link to some posters. And so I saved it. And he was debating whether to buy it or not. And it was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later. And I was going through my my watch lists. And and I saw it on there, and I totally forgot he had sent me that link or whatever. And I saw it, and I pulled the trigger because I needed it. And so he was busting my chops for snaking it on him. I think he just got one, though. And he got this one. And so when I saw this, I had to get it because this is one of the most underrated baseball players of all time. And that's Harmon Killebrew. And this is just a near mint copy of the poster. And they're not easy to find that way. But Lou, you have to forgive me because I'm the one that turned you onto these frames. By the way, they're on sale right now for $7. So glad to add another one of these, and I picked up another one that's on its way. So today I went over to Michael's and I grabbed 2 of these frames. Both of them were $13 total. And I was doing self-checkout. I thought I missed scanning one. And I called the guy over just to make sure that price was right, so I didn't walk out the store and get arrested. But that's probably minor compared to what was happening back in the craze at Target. All right, guys, well, that's what I have for you. So I want to hear your feedback. Let's come up with a new term to replace junk wax era. It's a terrible term. It's not junk wax. It's overproduced wax. There's a difference. Thanks for watching.